It's actually really cool. Like I jam-packed a whole bunch of life experience into a short period of time because, you know, you're like 25 years old and every single week, maybe every 2 weeks, you're in a new hotel. So I don't know how many different hotels, nice hotels, motels, because I mean, some of these cities that I've been in, I've worked in 88 cities, right? I don't know how many doors I've knocked. Thousands of doors. I don't even know how many. But the cool thing about door-to-door sales is, you know, you get to see a lot of patterns. You know, you can see, especially when you're selling telecom, but I mean, I was selling lawn services, the same thing. Like, you can see the personality type, the socioeconomic background, and the culture, and then you can see the trends of how they take care of their stuff, how organized their household is, what they watch on TV. I mean, you know, I sold, I think 450 or 500 different houses for telecom before I got pulled into an executive position. And so about 1,000 products worth of telecom. And yeah, you're like helping people pick out their channels. So, I mean, you're knocking in a wealthy neighborhood and then you see what they watch. And you see, you know, how they talk about TV, and, you know, you see how they organize their kitchen and the food that they have and the products that they purchase. But then you're in a lower income area the next day and you're seeing all their habits and their viewing habits and what they eat. And, you know, you get to see all the different patterns and habits of an individual when you do door-to-door sales. And then over time, you just start piecing things together. You know, like I've done door-to-door sales for 4 or 5 different companies, and then plus myself. And you just start figuring things out. You start seeing patterns. So then when you turn on the TV or you hear about some propaganda study from some university, you know, you're like, does it match up with what you've seen? I mean, if you don't want to live in an echo chamber, go do door-to-door sales. You want a reality check on what the world looks like, go knock every level of income housing. I've knocked everything from trailer parks, where you knock on a door and there's like a smell of friggin' probably crack. Like, I don't know, it was like a weird smell. I can't even explain it. It wasn't weed. You know, I've knocked in neighborhoods like that, and then I've knocked in neighborhoods where, you know, you press the button and, you know, somebody who's a caretaker of the house answers the door, you know. Or I've knocked in areas where, you know, there's gardeners and there's, you know, cameras where they answer the door through a camera and they don't even come to the door. So you get to see everything. And yeah, it vastly distances you from an average individual. Like, you suddenly become differentiated because you have so much more experience in handling people. You see how people live. You know, you see the traits of success with your own eyes. Like, you see, you know, you come inside somebody's house. It's kind of messy. They don't really take care of their environment. It's dirty, you know, and you see what that person watches on TV, and then you hear their language patterns. You hear how they talk about money. You know, because you're selling them something, right? So you see the patterns of how they spend their money, what they say about money. Then you're in a wealthy home next, and then you see what they say, and you can see things for yourself. Same thing for businesses too. I mean, I've done, you know, thousands of business-to-business calls, and then you see successful business owners and how they speak about money and how they speak about time and energy and investment versus, you know, the struggling business owner, you know, the small town business owner. And how, you know, the guys in Alberta in some small little town are complaining about how everything's related to oil. And they're at complete effect. They're not at cause. It's all about, it's not up to me, it's up to the economy. When the economy comes back, my business will come back. You drive to the next town, you walk into another business and they're booming. Still based on oil, but they have not made the decision, you know, to be at effect of that. So, yeah, lots of life experience from door to door, from business to business, and there is no faster way, in my opinion, to accelerate your understanding of human beings with practical experience anyway than doing door to door and business to business sales.